Hi guys, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Tea Bites with Miss K. So I just wanted to say thank you for continuing to support me, stopping me in the middle of my daily interactions to be able to let me know how you feel about my videos, and even those times where I receive feedback if I didn't post a video. Sometimes my other obligations get me so caught up and I feel like the quality of a video that I would post might not be that great, so I might decide not to post it. But today I wanted to make sure that the evening did not go by and I did not post a video today. It's extremely important to me to make sure I can be as consistent as possible. So my topic for today, as posted earlier on my page, my FB page, MartriceDefineYou.com. I'm sorry, I just wanted to check to make sure that it was still recording. But my subject for today is supporting others. What does that look like? And the reason why I chose this topic was because just some recent events that have taken place in my life just made me feel like we need to re-examine how we think that we're supporting other people. And sometimes we say that we're supporting someone, and then the feedback that we get back from them is saying, actually, no, you're not. The things that we do for another person that we think might be helpful, they actually tell us no, it's actually making matters worse. So I'm sure that other people have heard this type of feedback or these other comments come back to them. So I just kind of wanted to talk about it for just a few minutes. This won't be a long tea bite, but it'll definitely be something that I hope can help you and you can share with others so they can try to make the best out of their supporting for others, and we can help improve ourselves within the community to do better and to get better and to help support one another. So let's dive right in. When you think about who's supporting you, I need you to think about like who's in your corner. Now, I'm not talking about supporting you all the time when everything is great and everything is good. That's something completely different. Anybody can be there for you when everything is going great in your life. But how about those people who are there in the darkest hour? Those people who are with you in the emergency room, those people who are with you at a funeral, those people who are with you and when all the spotlight is gone, when you're in your darkest hour, when you just need that extra added support because you're kind of maybe feeling pretty low. Day-to-day things, it could be something very drastic and dramatic. That's what I'm talking about. Not the type of support I'm talking about the kind of support that you get when nobody's looking. That's a different type of support versus the kind of support that you get when everybody's paying attention and they just want to be that go-to person. They want to say, oh yeah, well, I gave them this and I did this for them and I did that for them. That's not supporting someone. So I want you to also think about who encourages you to continue to move forward, who inspires you every day to be able to be a better self, or who challenges you to be better. So it doesn't mean that they're telling you what you want to hear or they're telling you what you need to hear. That's going to help grow you and make you better. And you know, I'm all about growing and being better and helping people improve. And that also includes myself. So when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm also speaking to myself, and it helps hold me accountable to make sure I make better decisions. And then if I don't, then you guys can send me my own tea bite and tell me, hey, that's contradictory of what you're doing right now. So something else that I have over here on my board is support is definitely not to be confused with like asking somebody a laundry list of questions. Well, what happened? Well, what went on with this? And who said this? And what? That's not supporting someone. That's actually being nosy. So there's a big difference. So you don't ask somebody a laundry list of questions so things start to make sense to you. See, that's a little bit different. That's what we call probing questions, like in therapy. But that's not what you do in your day-to-day reactions. That's not what you do in different types of relationships that you have with people. If you're supporting this person, you're saying different things like, you know, how can I support you? You can talk whenever you feel like it. If you just want to sit here on the phone and you just want to be quiet, let's do that. But it's definitely not you getting what you need to hear in order to make you feel better, or for you to realize and determine how bad is it really, and do I really want to put my energy into caring. That's not supporting someone. It's not at all. And unfortunately, sometimes because we're busy in our own lives or we have our own things going on, we just can't be that support to someone at the moment. And that's okay. But then recognize that and then remove yourself so that person realizes that, okay, I can't depend on them with this situation, but maybe the next situation. But if you know that you're not the ideal person to go to, then don't let people think that you are. If you're aggressive whenever someone comes to you and needs to talk, you're not a go-to person. You're not being supportive. But if you are just having that gentle tone and you appear approachable, and you just are welcoming, that's support right there. And when you ask someone, how's your day? How's everything going? Don't ask and still walk at the same time, like I'm walking away from you as I'm asking you how you're doing. That means that I really don't expect you to say anything more than, oh, it's good, everything's all right. No, there truly, honestly can be something that's going on. And sometimes I get it. We don't have the time to go any further into the conversation. But if that's the case, then just say hi and goodbye and don't take it any further, because then sometimes we make the other person feel worse than what they did before we even acknowledge them. So we can ask simple questions like, how can I support you today? What do you need from me? And when that person calls you, ask if they're venting. Before you get started, just let me know in advance. Would you like feedback, or you just want me to listen? Know what role they need you to play at that time. It's not about you, and it's not about your feelings. So don't tell them what they need to do. That's not support. That's telling somebody what they're supposed to do with this expectation that you're going to do it and this is going to make things all better. But what about when it turns into a disaster? You just make matters worse for them, and your life is fine, but they're the ones who are in a bad situation. Whatever you feel, you need to check yourself first. Because if you feel like, okay, I must absolutely say this and I must absolutely say that, what's going to happen is you're making it all about you. And that's not what the original contact was about. I didn't call you because I wanted to hear about how you feel or that's not what I called you for. That's not what I'm talking to you about. I don't want to know. Not that I don't care, not that I can't care, but right now, this moment is about me. And this is what I need from you. I need for you to listen to me. I don't need any feedback. Actually, I don't want any feedback. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow. Do me a favor. Check in on me. Send me a text message. Just ask me how I'm doing tomorrow to see if I'm okay. And then maybe I'll share a little bit more. I just needed somebody to be on the phone with me while I cry because I wanted to feel comfortable with you. And that's why I did that. We got to get better in how we support each other, so therefore we can let people know that you are a safe space. I'm a safe space for you to be able to come and share how you're feeling today. And I'm truly, honestly, empathetic and genuine about your feelings, and I'm concerned about how you're doing in this situation, if things are going to get better. I'm not trying to make it worse. And then sometimes our approaches can make matters worse because we make people feel like they're a burden, or we make people feel like what their feelings are about a situation are not valid, or it's like, that's just dumb. That just doesn't even make any sense. Well, it does to that person. I can't tell you that your feelings are wrong about that situation. So just being that support to someone and understanding that you have to do more than concern yourself about satisfying what you need to support that person. It's what the other person needs. So support is not about you. If you take nothing else away from this, support is not about you. It's about the other person and what they need from you. So if you're going to support others, make sure that you put that person's needs at that time first, your emotional needs. What do you need from me? How can I support you? How can I help you? And you might not even want to use the word need. How can I support you? What would you like for me to do? Okay. If that's something that you feel like you cannot do, say, well, let me point you in the direction of this person. Or you know what, let me work on it. Let me figure some things out. So just don't make matters worse for that person, because it's only going to make them feel like, I wish I never would have called you. Let's do what we can to help each other. Let's build up our community. Let's strengthen one another. Let's let the other person know it's safe to share your feelings and your emotions with me. And I will not blame you. I will not accuse you. I will not tell you how I feel about it, but I will just be here to listen. Let's continue to do better and get better. And don't forget to define you. So I will see you guys later. Have the rest of your week. I hope that it is amazing. Do your best as always. And bye-bye until next week.